Alright, hello and welcome to this 5-minute chess game. Playing Egonz96. From, where is that? Poland? Peru. Okay, not even close. We've got a London system. One of my favorite openings to play from the black side. I just feel like it's one of these positions where I'm either going to be up a pawn or I'm just going to have like easy development. And yeah, let's see, b6 or b3. What do I do about this? Could take. Let's just get the bishop out. e6 next. Guess they could go c4. This is an interesting way to play. I don't think I've faced the London with this like h3 b3 sort of setup. I don't quite know how to handle it. In a blitz game, you really can't spend too much time trying to refute the openings. If your opponent plays a strange opening, you're just not going to have the time to refute it. So yeah, a lot of times it's good to just sort of play natural moves and not get too low on the clock. C4 as expected. Let's see. I'd really like to castle here. Of course they can take, and they probably should. I can take with the knight, actually. They wouldn't have this fork just yet. The bishop's on it, and they don't have any other support. Yeah, let's just castle. Keep the tension. Okay, now it's a little different because they do have the support here. So I would have to take back with the pawn. Thinking about this sort of stuff, but I don't know that that's fast enough here. Let's take now that we're castled. And maybe we take one more time. Yeah. And then let's get a rook over. And yeah, they're going to have either an isolated pawn or a hanging pawn structure. So we'll see if we can try and attack those weak pawns, however that ends up. This is what I'm talking about from these London positions. Like I feel like black has no problems here. Pieces out, developed, king safe. White is fine too. Okay, so they're going with an isolated pawn. White is fine too. It's just like, when I play as white, I like to try and use the opportunity of going first to try and push some sort of advantage. But, if the world champion Magnus Carlsen plays the London, then it can't be too bad. This is sort of preference thing. And again, from the black side, I love playing the London because um, I just feel like I can breathe a sigh of relief for not needing to worry too much about like getting crushed in the opening anyway. Not sure what this knight's up to. To be honest, I'm going to kick it with a6 if given the opportunity. Got these squares covered. So yeah, this seems like a waste of time here. Up on the clock, we'll try and keep it that way. Last few moves have been a little slow, so I'll try and try and pick that up. Oh, my opponent is disconnecting and reconnecting, so maybe connection problems. That will happen. Okay, so I can't play a6 now because then d5 would attack two pieces at once, the queen with the bishop and the pawn with the knight with the pawn, rather. But actually, yeah, that is fairly uncomfortable. Yeah, it's a good move. Okay, I have to block this pawn from pushing forward. When they take here, I might even want to take here. Then the bishop backs up. No, that's probably not necessary. Yeah, let's recapture with the rook. It's always nice when your opponent thinks and gives you time. Oh, really? Well, that just drops a knight. I almost wonder if I should take this first. Is that getting too fancy? Maybe. I don't think so. No. Yep. This is just winning a piece, destroying their structure. Yeah, we could have resignation here. Nope, they're gonna play on. All right, no problem. So we'll take this pawn with check. Resignation could come at any point here. This is not a threat because I'm on the queen with the rook. Let's see here. Maybe we should get on this long diagonal. Probably be good. I'm playing with fire a little bit here, allowing this, but I think it's fine. I don't see how the queen can move and attack one of my pieces because all my pieces are defended. Okay, just need to be sure to not lose on time. Easier said than done, as always. Gotta watch out for the back rank. I really need a flight square. Let's actually protect this pawn and threaten some trades. Oh yeah, I love seeing that move. Whoop. Okay, resignation, I assume. Okay, very good. Yeah, my opponent just kind of crumbled there after they dropped the knight. Okay, well, let's take a quick look at this one. Sort of an unusual London. Yeah, normally instead of h3, the move is c3. Queen b6, there are several moves for white, but I think the best is queen b3, c4, queen takes b6, a takes b6, and you play from there. Maybe knight bd2 or maybe bishop d3, and yeah, I think black is a little better personally. But yeah, in this one, I didn't really know what to do, so I just sort of did the same things. I don't know if I punish this appropriately. There might have been something more forcing, like taking on d4 earlier. Could have been good, but I think as played, I think it was just fine. Just to point out what I was seeing in the game. Yeah, before I castled, I did have the opportunity or yeah, sorry, I should say after I castled, they could have taken here, but I could have taken with the knight. And if they try to push e4 to attack f5 and d5, it doesn't work because, I can just take the pawn, right? The pawn is not supported. However, if we go back to, after I castle and they play knight c3, now c takes d5 is a threat. If I do something like a6, they can take here. And now if I retake with the knight, they have d4. Can't take with the bishop because the knight's protecting that square. Although I am just now seeing maybe it still would have been okay because yeah, because I have this move, right? I'm on the queen. I'm actually just winning the knight. They don't have time to take the bishop because I take the queen. So yeah, maybe that would have been fine. Still though, I feel like after these exchanges, I was just a little bit better. I thought this would have been better to at least get this pawn duo, but it is weak. I mean, this pawn was weak by itself, but these two pawns are weak now. But at least the rook can come over to the file, maybe put some pressure on b7. Yeah, this is what I would have done as white. And let's see, after bishop takes, yeah, I really don't like that. Just get a rook on the file opposite the queen. And then, yeah, this is sort of threatening the knight coming in, although, like, even if the knight does come in, I'll just move the rook. So it wasn't even that big of a threat, but a threat that's easily parried. And then, yeah, I think that is, or no, yeah, bishop e3. Yeah, I guess it's just defending the pawn, right? It's, for the moment, it is defended 3 times, attacked 3 times, but I guess they were anticipating that I was going to go a6, which I talked about doing. And it was on the agenda, but yeah, after bishop e3, knight d5, they really need to capture and yeah, give up the bishop pair, which would have been bad, but not terrible. I guess I just would have dropped back. And yeah, I really like having the bishops here. Something like this. Whoops. Oh yeah, it's white to move. But eventually something like moving the knight and unleashing the attack, trying to grab the c file might be good. So yeah, that's what I was expecting at that point. But then I guess they just assumed that for whatever reason, instead of playing knight d5, I would just play a6, but I didn't play a6. And well, honestly, even if I did play a6, yeah, knight a3 is just a blunder. I'm not sure why they just missed that the bishop was on that square. And yeah, I was worried that this was going to be too fancy because they could do something like this. Wait, no, they can't. I'm just on the queen. Okay, so yeah, probably made the right decision there to take out that dark square bishop, make another weakness, and then win the piece after that. And yeah, from here, they just drop another pawn with check, and this is just a completely winning position. At this point, the only challenge is, well, 2 things. 1, don't lose on time, and 2, don't get back rank checkmated, right? But fortunately, they made it real easy by playing, instead of queen recaptures on e5, they mouse slipped to queen e4, and that ended the game. Very good. Okay, thanks for watching.